There is nothing wrong with your radio.
Do not attempt to adjust the volume.
We are controlling the broadcast.
For the next hour we will control all that you hear.
You are about to experience the knowledge and insights of the Media Mothership.
Yeah, you're listening to Edge Radio 99.3 FM. This is Media Mothership, broadcasting out of Nipaluna, Hobart, Tasmania. As always, we look at how media shapes our understanding of the world around us. I'm your host, Craig, joined by co-host Zeke. Hey, how's it going, Zeke?
R.I.P. Dolly Parton.
R.I.P. Dolly Parton.
Yeah.
Sadly, no news that I'm incorporating in about Dolly Parton on today's show, but we will correct that in the future, because I backed the wrong horse in some way in terms of what was going to be the big news story this week, which turned out to be the passing of two fantastic celebrities, Tim Curry today and Dolly Parton yesterday. Instead, I put all my money on the Grand Theft Auto 6 commercial.
That's right. That's right. But I mean, who could have seen? Who could have seen that Dolly Parton was going to tragically pass away?
Yeah. So we're going to be doing a little bit of a deep dive into trying to explain why Grand Theft Auto 6 matters and why this Netflix special that's coming tomorrow at like 5 a.m., I think, Hobart time. That's the next kind of promotional piece for Grand Theft
It's
Auto
like
fans.
I haven't looked at it a ton, so you can inform me as well as the audience, but I was under the impression that it's basically a trailer that Netflix has paid to basically exclusively play. I mean, like, it won't be exclusively on
Timed
Netflix
exclusive.
because it will eventually make its way to YouTube pretty much immediately.
After 4 hours, 6 hours, I think it's something like that.
But I mean, somebody will like
few
screen
hours.
cap it or whatever and put it on YouTube before then anyway. So.
Yeah, it'll be like those web camera videos of the Chinese cow movie, which is circulating at the moment. Another story we've sacrificed discussing today, push it to next week. So, as always, we are also streaming on YouTube and Twitch. You can drop us a message on the chat. I'll try to keep an eye on
That's right. Or on the SMS line at 04 888 11707. That's
right. So you can message us straight in the studio, and we'll try to keep an eye on that system. We are broadcasting over FM.
That's right. 99.3
FM in the Hobart area, as well as via the web browser. And again, YouTube or Twitch. So thanks for joining us. Listening next week.
Jolene. You should have had that set up as a sting between them. Just Dolly Parton saying Jolene.
Yes, yeah. Again, all the creative meetings should have happened an hour ago, or ideally a day before. Let's jump straight into a Wired article reported on. Headline is GTA 6 Netflix reveal when to watch and which leaks are real. So this article in the Wired a few days ago, the 25th, covered both big issues facing the video game Grand Theft Auto 6, which are making it newsworthy at the moment. One is the leaks which are happening about it, where someone has allegedly been able to get a working copy of Grand Theft Auto and has started leaking gameplay of that, as well as the other big story. So one story is the control of GTA to control the narrative. So they've done their best to get the promotional launch tomorrow hyped up. And of course, the other story is the leaks, which are outside their control, which is causing all this interest. And as I was reading into this story, so we'll get to this in a second, I thought a more exciting way to frame this whole issue is through a good old academic research paper from...
No better way.
If there's ever a chance to put a bit of academic research paper into the mix, I'll grab it. So this is a colleague of mine that I knew way back 2007 at the University of Tasmania.
You came back out. You came up together.
Yeah, he was a researcher in sociology. So we were kind of in different beats, different spaces. But he'd written an article about Grand Theft Auto co-authored by Paul Willis. So this is Roland Atkinson, who was a University of Tasmania lecturer at that stage in sociology. He wrote an article.
Atkinson. Isn't he
Roland
like Mr.
Atkinson.
Bean or something?
Rowan Atkinson.
Oh, right.
Roland is the author. Completely, yeah.
Okay.
Brand difference there. The title of the article from 2007 is Charting the Ludodrome.
Right.
Right? The mediation of urban and simulated space and rise of flaneur électronique. A lot of great terms to unpack, which are going to guide us with the GTA expose we're doing. I want to do this because I think even though it's back in 2007, it's...
so this article is from 2007.
Right? So this was a research project, the University of Tasmania and University of Melbourne. So there were two sample groups that were interviewed for this project. Some of them were Tasmanian people, and some of them were Melbourne people. Well, Hobart and Melbourne were the two comparisons. Melbourne was chosen...
Yucky Melbourne people.
because it's a little closer to the Grand Theft Auto ecosphere. That is, it's a bigger city. It's got more traffic, more crime, so it's a little bit closer adjacent as far as Australia can get to. At that stage, it was San Andreas was the Grand Theft Auto that was out at that period in 2007.
What city is that based on?
San Andreas, San Diego?
San Francisco?
I think, maybe. Yeah. It's certainly that California vibe.
Yeah, it's definitely somewhere in California, but not sure where.
And Hobart was used as a counterbalance to that, where it's a small city that is a little more regional. What this project found out was that, interviewed people who played Grand Theft Auto San Andreas and talked about how that experience can sometimes bleed into the way they see the world around them as they're getting through a city, right? So can video games mediate and help us understand lived experience in a city? Even though it's a simulated urban environment, are there moments when you're walking around or driving a car where suddenly that Grand Theft Auto moment comes to your mind and you think, wow, this is like a video game all of a sudden. And they refer to this moment where the video game intrudes upon the real world, where you're kind of jolted into a feeling of, wow, this is like being in a video game, as the flaneur électronique. Flaneurism, the flaneur is a French term meaning like a wanderer, someone that...
I thought that might be the case based on the accent that you were attempting to do.
Flaneur. It's French. How do you say in English? Flaneurism. So it's a French sociological term to describe the phenomena of people walking, particularly in urban and city environments, serendipitously. So they'll just wander around the city, observing people, going down where their whim takes them down a street. So not tourist.
I didn't realize that was the term for it, but
the flaneur is the kind of observant, mindful wanderer. And they argue that some of the data, as they were talking with these Grand Theft Auto video gamers back in 2007, so this is before Grand Theft Auto Online, this is before TikTok, this is before... YouTube was nascent at that point. It was developing. It was just becoming huge. At that point, though, you can still see what went on to become the dominant Grand Theft Auto environment we're in today, where it's a shorthand for immersive cityscape mischief.
Yeah.
So anyway, the key arguments from this analysis was that Games can reproduce cities as spaces for wandering rather than simply completing objectives. So one of the things their research showed them was, as people would be in Hobart, say, they would interview them, and they were saying, when are moments when you're walking around, given the people they're talking to are playing Grand Theft Auto a lot, when are there moments where suddenly you're reminded of a video game? And they were saying, well, sometimes actually what the video game has given them is a confidence to go into city environments they're unfamiliar with. Because in Grand Theft Auto, one of the things you quickly become skilled in is using the mini-map and being able to, in third-person view, get your character either running, walking, or cycling, or carring from A to B. So it gives you that situational awareness, that sense of being able to map the digital world around you through that. And they were saying actually it gave them a sense of the interest of wandering in a video game like GTA, where there are moments where you can just not do missions and wander around the city, and you'll have some really odd encounters. They felt that actually gave them a sense of the value of doing that in the real world. That's particularly if you're in a new city or going into a part of the urban environment you've never been to before, not to treat that as an effort, but as something that could be genuinely interesting. So that kind of flaneurism, that flaneur électronique, drawing upon the electronique of the game interface, it became pleasant, became justified, became in and of itself something to do, not a waste of time. And the second one was, that idea of observation and exploration. Other people in the research project were talking about the importance of music, that after playing Grand Theft Auto, GTA, they were left with the power of music. Because one of the things about GTA is the radio stations. There was a quote from one of the participants saying he wished there were more stations on his radio as he was driving that were like the Grand Theft Auto radio stations.
Yeah.
Have you ever, you've played Grand Theft Auto and used the
Played
radio?
Grand Theft Auto, yeah. Used the radio. Who hasn't? Who hasn't used the radio? As
the
you're driving
radio,
around?
it really is a huge little hidden pleasure of Grand Theft Auto. Because you've got talk shows, and there'll be like some outrageous dating shows, conservative right-wing talk show.
Good.
And so again, if you're looking, if Grand Theft Auto Radio has inspired you, Edge Radio, any community radio station, is the space to unleash that passion. So some were saying, they wish there were more shows on radio, like the Grand Theft Auto radio shows. Yeah. And some of I know the radio shows on Grand Theft Auto then became curated with guest DJs. They'd invite quite significant DJ talent in to develop the playlist, do the forward and back announcing. And other people would say, as they're driving their car, if a song came on the radio which was from GTA, they'd be instantly transported back into GTA.
Yeah. And
that kind of sense of the thrill of being in that electronic space can be quite exciting. The other thing that the research paper developed was the idea that there's also a dark side to that kind of bleed from the game world into the real world. And that was because inevitably a game like Grand Theft Auto uses stereotypes to flesh out the crime of the city. So some of the gamers, when they were talking about Hobart in Melbourne, would drive by like a McDonald's and see people hanging out, which then they would attribute, like in Grand Theft Auto, the stereotype of delinquent crime to, right? Oh, there's the gang. Yeah. Right? In Grand Theft Auto, this would be the gang hangout spot, and that would be the gang. And they present as gang. And again, that kind of darker side is the kind of, I guess, amplification of stereotyping that Grand Theft Auto is symptomatic, I think, of many action games, which will draw upon stereotypes of hoodlums, delinquents, criminals, as shorthand for this is the bad neighborhood.
Yes.
This is the people dressed as crime people.
Crime people.
Which is a darker side in terms of, it's not problematizing that stereotype. It's dying into it. So again, as much as there's that positiveness of the flaneur électronique, there's also that sense that, part of it is problematic. And what I thought was really interesting about this research article, and again, what we'll go into for this Grand Theft Auto discussion is GTA, Grand Theft Auto, you can think about as being explained about the video game, that it's all about, the media effect of violence, that if you're playing a violent game, are you going to become violent? It has this reputation of being kind of a moral panic. There's been various articles written, a conservative backlash against it being sexualized violence and so forth. That does exist, but also it's interesting that a lot of Grand Theft Auto is what's happening outside of the game.
Yeah.
Like at the moment, Grand Theft Auto 6 hasn't launched, but it's getting all this marketing buzz. It's getting all this discussion, which is that idea that maybe Grand Theft Auto isn't just a video game. It's this huge media machine. It's this enormously successful media franchise behemoth.
Yeah.
That's as much about the video game as it is about culture, identity, cityscape, environments, urban planning decisions. So there's a lot going on in Grand Theft Auto, which I thought that research article was interesting to me about how they talk about, inhabiting and performing both physically in the real world around us, but also in that virtual world. Why it is that Grand Theft Auto has the appeal it has. Part of it could be that it represents those places so well, and even though those places are in America, they're relatable. They're very relatable. Even someone in Hobart can find the city space they're driving around in a more interesting environment after playing GTA, because they might start fantasizing about the excitement of the GTA environment, that kind of wish fulfillment of, I'm going to drive the wrong way on this road because I need to get there fast.
Yeah. Or even, have you ever in GTA, have you played GTA?
I have.
Yeah. Have you ever just like driven around like normal?
Yes. Obeyed the street signs.
Yeah.
I know. And I find it enforces a sense of impatience.
Yeah.
Right? I just don't have the patience, right? And I'm like, I'll get to the cars in front of me have stopped because the lights turned red. I've come to a stop as well, and I'm waiting. And after a second, I'm just thinking, why am I waiting? I know the right foot, but I could just go on the sidewalk.
It's also not. It's not like rewarding to drive with the way the driving works at GTA.
Yes,
it's just not rewarding to drive like that because you're more like it is geared towards. I mean, I don't necessarily ever think that driving in GTA
console
is that good. Like that mechanic is that good anyway. But it certainly is geared more towards driving fast and driving, through stuff and getting to wherever you're going to go as quickly as possible. Like that is how you're meant to drive in the game.
Yeah. Well, you're squeezing between these incredibly narrow gaps of traffic.
Yeah.
And there is that adrenaline and dopamine that's getting released in your mind. And that can be fulfilling in terms of it contrasts to the real world location. And again, that's one of the things about this research project. The participants involved all said they realize this is a fantasy, this is fiction.
Yeah.
And they're not playing Grand Theft Auto and driving illegally because they want to learn how to do that in the real world.
Yeah.
They're all saying, no, it's fantasy. But part of its reward is because it gets you to break those laws in a way that's safe.
Yeah.
Right. And sometimes it's the mechanics, right? The mechanics requires you to beat the other cars, right? You're in a race mission or something. And so you're just playing the mechanic requirements. So yeah, that's what I thought was interesting about that research article. Worth checking out. You can find it at ResearchGate. It's published.
That's right.
Information.
We should have got
Society.
your colleague. Are they still at UTAS?
No, he's over in University of Sheffield in England.
In England?
Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Good. Okay.
Doubling down. That deserves a double. Yeah. So okay. Anyway, so that's all background in terms of saying, why does Grand Theft Auto matter? Even as far back as 2007, it was in all places a research project at the University of Tasmania talking about how local people living in Hobart, Tasmania, were seeing their city in a new way as a more exciting city because it shared some similarities.
I wonder if he'll do a follow-up article in Sheffield.
I think we'll just go ahead and do it. We'll do the independent scholar.
Do one with him, cross international, in Hobart and Sheffield.
Live. Yeah, well, Kickstarter's live now, so go ahead and fund it.
Yep. Research ain't cheap, folks.
All right, so let's set this up. Why is it newsworthy today to talk about Grand Theft Auto? So as we said, GTA 6 is getting an unusual release strategy at the moment. So
it makes no sense to me.
No, I mean the game is not launching for another month or two, right? So it's not launching, but Netflix subscribers, it turns out, people that have subscribed to the streaming service Netflix, can see a extended look at Grand Theft Auto 6. So this will be, I think this one will involve gameplay, possibly.
I think so.
And it's going to...
it's funny because what other gameplay is there, right? Like, surely it's the same gameplay loop as previous games.
Getting
just
in a car.
It looks nicer, different story. Like...
Yeah. Look, and it does feel like, so I do think part of it is very banal and boring. It's like, what are we talking? But what's interesting to me about this is what it says about Netflix. That I think Netflix securing an exclusive window like this, that they will have this trailer for 6 hours, because what is it? Take-Two, right? That's the producer of GTA 6. Take-Two. Well, it's Rockstar, of course, is the big company.
Yes.
Well, let's just say Rockstar. So anyway, Rockstar could launch this on YouTube, and it would get millions of views.
And presumably it still will put it.
It
on
will. Yeah.
YouTube
So it will.
After,
So it launches on Netflix first, and 6 hours later you can watch it on YouTube. What's interesting to me about this is what it says about Netflix, more than what it says about GTA. That Netflix, I think, is trying to position itself as an event platform. That, hey, what's the big media event that's happening? Come to Netflix to experience it.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily positioning Netflix as somewhere to go to watch a movie or a TV show, which is what it's associated with, but just say, hey, Netflix is where it's at, right? It's got the event, big GTA 6 video game, and also Netflix have expanded into video games, right? They've put some video games on there, like
they're more like mobile games, aren't
they? Yeah. So it is interesting how they're trying to, I guess, address that attention economy, right? That everyone's very busy. People's attention is being drawn across so many different entertainment platforms. There's such a visual and wealth of entertainment around people. How do you capture their attention? So you incorporate the big hyped events that are getting marketed on your platform. I think Fortnite has done stunts like this as well in the past, where they've had movie trailers that can only be watched in Fortnite before they go mainstream.
Yeah.
They've had music performances in Fortnite.
They definitely had music performances, yeah.
So, and again, that kind of event experience.
Remember that? What was it? It was like, was it Post Malone? Remember that Post Malone Pokemon song? Was it? I can't remember. Was it in Pokemon or something, or was it just a YouTube video?
I never.
It was just him performing, and then there were Pokemon just like flying around him or something.
I do know. I did look afterwards, and the commentary around it, everyone was saying how incredibly disappointing it was, how expectations were not delivered upon. I was like, what?
What did they think he was going to do?
What could you experience? Yeah. But I know during COVID, Taylor, who was a co-host on this show for a while, attended a couple of those virtual K-pop performances where you log in and you're in a virtual environment, like
I mean, that makes a little bit more sense though. Like
COVID, yeah.
And like K-pop and stuff is already very coded towards that. I mean, there's like the fake idols or whatever, the ones that are like holograms and stuff, right? Like the ones that aren't actually real. Like that already exists in that culture. So, whereas like I don't know. I mean, I'm sure people will watch the GTA trailer on Netflix.
Well, I guess
if they have Netflix already. I just don't know what is like what's they're gonna get out of it. You know, like are people gonna sign up to Netflix to watch the GTA trailer? It
is. I guess consuming some airtime in terms of people are talking about it, right?
Guess,
so it is much like the leak, right? So that's the other a big issue which is circulating. It's keeping this title in circulation, that attention economy question. It's keeping it in publicity.
Yeah.
So as a marketing approach, I guess it is showing if you're wanting to market something, you create some fake excitement, right? I mean, why is this interesting? Netflix is doing it 6 hours before. That's pretty meaningless. I'll wait 6 hours and watch it for free or just on YouTube. It seems like a non-story. Yeah. But nevertheless, because it's kind of an exclusive and it's not been done like this before, it gets a little bit of cut through. Yeah. A little bit of attention. We give it half an hour.
That's right.
Of discussion. Because I don't know. I mean, do message in. Would you, if you didn't subscribe to Netflix, would this be the tipping point to say, geez, I've got to subscribe to Netflix? Yeah. It's crazy for me to miss out, and if I don't subscribe to Netflix, have this spoiled for me, the promotional.
I mean, spoiled though, like.
Well, I mean, there is storytelling going on. There are.
I guess.
There are meant to be
no,
spoilers.
You spoiled the GTA 6 trailer for me. Like, I don't know.
Well, there. I was looking at the Reddit. There's all of these, and even YouTube. There are all these fan theories about the storyline, which is being set up around the protagonists, and all the. It's very forensic fandom, right? And I guess that's the other part of the GTA Netflix thing is that, well, as well as the leak, is that this is very much Henry Jenkins' participatory culture. Yeah. Right. This is all about getting an insight into the storytelling and then going on to YouTube and talking about it. Yep. What do all these semiotic Easter eggs mean? I was watching a couple earlier, the kind of forensic unpacking of these promotion ads for GTA and people unpacking the storyline that this is suggesting, location.
I do, I must say I can't, like there is something to me that screams like, oh, that's a bit weird, but also I can't really like judge these people that much because I have been like watching videos and stuff about the new God of War that's coming out, God of War Lao Fei. Right. Which is about, I don't know how much you know about God of War.
Well, I know the person that was cast to perform as God of War.
Or I'm talking about the games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not too much, no.
The more recent ones where Kratos, who is a Greek character, is in a Greek world, Greek mythology. But then in the newer games, he's now in Norse mythology. Oh. And I won't say anything else just in case somebody hasn't. Yeah, just for spoilers. But Lao Fei is his wife in this Norse realm, and the game is centered around her. But there's this forensic fandom of people like breaking down like the trailer. I think there's been one trailer so far. There's been like a San Diego Comic-Con. I think they had a whatever you call that, a table, or whatever it is, a discussion panel. Yeah. That's the one. And so people are like, what's going to happen? What does this mean? What does this mean for the future? The world building that's being constructed, as they try and, they assume that there's more mythologies in the God of War universe because it's these two.
And I think it's interesting when you drill down into what specific moments cause that forensic fandom. Yeah. Right? I think the term is additive comprehension. So there's something that happens in the storyline. Like, let's take Blade Runner, the movie, as an example, where at the end of the movie you see the origami unicorn.
Yeah.
Right? And people go, what's that mean? Why does the character pick up the origami unicorn and look at it? It's not really explained. And the way that helps you comprehend the story, the thing you have to add, additive comprehension, to explain it is that, well, this character dreamt of a unicorn, and we know the other Blade Runner makes origami stuff, so it suggests that the other cop can somehow has access to his dreams. The only people that have access to the dreams are, like, androids don't dream, so they're given these rote stories to dream about, and so it suggests that Deckard is a replicant. Additive comprehension, yeah. So it's what, but again, those were fan theories,
just like Inception.
It's Inception.
The end of Inception, the
spin top,
the
spinning
spin
wheel,
top,
spinning, yeah.
And you never see, does it stop?
Yep.
You never know.
Yep. Yeah. So I do feel that filmmakers can be really clever. Well, any content creator can be very clever at putting these points out there. I mean, the reverse of that, the dark side of that, is where the setup isn't delivered upon. I know there's a lot of critique of the Suicide Squad movie, where you have...
Which one?
The first one.
Just Suicide Squad? Not the Suicide Squad, directed by James Gunn.
The sequel. No. Just Suicide Squad, without the
Yeah.
I think it's the Captain Boomerang character. You see that he has a plushy unicorn or something, I think, in his coat, and it's there's a setup where you see him have it, and then he's embarrassed by it, and he hides it in his coat, and you think, oh, that's a setup and deliver. There's going to be that's setting up for something, and there's a scene later on in Act 3 where he's in a shootout, and he's not wounded, and you think, oh, he's going to have the stuffed animal.
The stuffed animal, yeah.
But it's not. It's just money that he takes out that shows that the bullet deflected. It's like, what the hell was the stuffed unicorn thing about?
What, Chekhov's gun?
Chekhov's gun. Yeah. If you see the gun in Act 1, it should be used.
It better
by
be
Act 3.
going off by Act 3. Yeah.
Exactly. Chekhov's gun. Talking about going off, so Polygon's article about the other thing happening with GTA 6 is the leaks by the notorious CyberLeak guy. And the footage has been leaking. So this story has been escalating over the last few days. So this is the leaker known as CyberLeak, has been circulating alleged gameplay footage. The other interesting forensic fandom thing going on here is that there's all these leaks coming out about GTA 6. So people are posting gameplay footage. Some fans have been going over the gameplay footage and saying this is just AI. It's not actually from. It's not actually from GTA 6.
Yeah.
So it is a confusing space, right?
That's true. I didn't think about that actually, but now that you mentioned that, it's very likely to happen.
Well, yeah.
Now,
there's fake leaks. Well, there are leaks that come out that turn out to be fake, and then there are leaks which people think are fake that then turn out to be real. So it's a very confused environment at the moment.
I wonder if it's easy. Do you reckon it's easier for AI to create like fake, like a good-looking fake gameplay footage rather than like real life footage? Like there's always something you can tell about real life footage that's off.
But this is already a game.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's certainly it's part of this scandal, the leak, the fact that there's so much false negatives, false flags. And part of the Reddit communities around this are forensically examining, who is the leaker, what footage is actually probably definitely from the series, and the spectacle of it. I mean, this whole leak has become in itself a spectacle, where the threat, of course, that this guy's making is that he's going to release the whole game that's currently there. The beta version of it, whatever version of it's in. The irony of it will be, I guess it will be for, I don't know what, for console, I'm guessing. Maybe it's played on a PC with some emulator.
Oh my god, GTA 6 was pirated before GTA 6 came out.
Well, I mean, there's one, see, that's it, yeah. Part of the conspiracy is this is actually a marketing ploy. That this is the marketing team behind this, because it's creating, curiosity and publicity for GTA 6. which we're still 2 months or something away from. It is interesting. I know the guy that's leaking it is trying to get fans to also physically go to Rockstar Studios.
Okay. For what purpose?
Demand the PC version to be released. I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, it is. I mean, I know Rockstar issued a release saying they're very disappointed and sad that the GTA 6 some footage of it's leaking before they were premiering.
So they're saying that it is real?
Well, I think their actual quote is something like they're disappointed, they're sad that this is happening.
Right.
They're taking legal action. I know they're trying to get Google and some of the other social media environments that have been used by the hacker to circulate this work to track them down with IP addresses. Maybe, I don't know. So that
strikes me as like it's possibly real.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, I don't think they would care as much.
Yes.
In terms of legal action, it would be. I would hate if somebody was creating AI of my video game, but also if it wasn't real, I feel like I wouldn't be taking legal action.
No. And I think people I think it is agreed that there has been actual gameplay footage leaked.
Yeah.
That this is actually from the game.
Yeah.
Somehow they've got it. So again, going from GTA leaking and publicity to another weird bit of, I guess, promotion that Grand Theft Auto got during COVID. So this is a year ago. Was the Grand Theft Hamlet documentary.
Don't know about it.
Well, let's listen. So this was during COVID. A group of out of work Shakespearean actors decided to do a performance of Hamlet in Grand Theft Auto Online.
To be or not to be.
So Grand Theft Auto Online, for those who don't know, uses the Grand Theft Auto 5 engine, and it's a massive multiplayer environment. So basically, you're not playing it as a single player. You log online. You're in a kind of PvP, PvE game, and you've got missions and everything. But there's a lot of other people around you that are doing their own thing. They can shoot you and so forth. So in that online space, these people tried to perform Hamlet in the auditorium. So in the city space there's actually a theatrical auditorium. So they go there and they try to perform Hamlet. Let's listen to a little bit of how that went.
Oh, someone's here, look. Hi. Oh, look, someone's turned up. Is that you? Hi. Someone's here, Smart. Are you going to come and watch our play?
Have we? Oh, yeah, he is.
Yeah. You could watch from there. It's a bit unorthodox. I recommend... Yeah, that's it. Thank you for coming. See our performance. It's nice to have an audience, even if it's just one. Right, okay. Oh, look, we got another audience member here. This is Hamlet, William Shakespeare's Hamlet. I believe this is the first time it's ever been performed at the Vinewood Bowl. If I could just request that you refrain from killing each other.
Them shooting each other.
And don't kill the actors either. Yeah, start, Mark. You start.
Who's there?
Nay, answer me. Stand and unfold yourself.
Long live the king.
Bernardo?
He.
You come most carefully upon your hour.
It is now struck 12. Get thee to bed, Francisco.
For this relief, much thanks. 'Tis bitter cold and I am sick at heart.
Have you had quiet, guard?
Not a mouse stirring.
Well.
So what we can hear happening there is that as they're trying to perform the play, various people around them are shooting other audience members. The police, of course, sirens in the background as the crimes are being committed. For me, the thing I like about that, so this was later made into a documentary released at the BFI Film Festival, London Film Festival, and it got some interest that, it's interesting how Grand Theft Auto, often associated with, crime and stealing things, Shakespeare can be performed in it. It can be the space of a theatre performance.
That's right.
It's not just a game.
Yeah.
It can be emergent game theatre.
We could perform Hamlet here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we could log into
Euro
GTA
Truck
Online.
Simulator.
Into GTA Online and do a radio show. If we could find a radio location in Grand Theft Auto Online, if they have
True.
a radio station,
They must have a radio station.
yeah, we could go there and then do a real radio show
Yeah.
in the game, which would be one of my wishes. My dream would be to
We
do
could
that.
do. You could do that actually. If you bring, you could live stream it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think the exciting thing about doing it, of course, is as we just listened to there, as you're doing the radio play or the radio show, the violence that would happen.
Yeah, you're doing it. You're like,
Right.
you're like, hello, welcome to Medium Mothership, and then in the background it's like,
Yeah, the unpredictable violence. Because it is, as we saw there, as they were performing Shakespeare, that just unpredictable violence happening in the crowd. The actors being shot.
it was a shame. The first person seemed very, very open-minded to the performance, and even took the appropriate place.
That's right.
after
He moved to the
being nudged
seating.
in that way, and then the next person just came in and just didn't care.
It just shot him.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is fun. I mean, they did that entire documentary within the GTA game.
It would also be another fun to do like a mockumentary, but just in GTA. You just walk around and like
Yes.
you're like, I'm investigating like
As a
organized gang corruption.
There are, someone I for a while I was tracking down people that are doing that emergent gameplay. There is a YouTube of someone just as a tourist
Yeah.
in San Andreas or wherever it was.
There was that other thing, a person who, was it a war photographer or
yeah.
a
Last of Us.
photojournalist who was, and they were, Last of Us, they were tasked to go in there and create war photography.
Yes, so Time magazine.
Yes.
Yep. It's a great article where they put one of their war correspondents who had actually covered various war zones. They gave him a mission to photograph the horror video game Last of Us as if he was a war correspondent in the game.
Yeah.
And he played it via a projector. So what he got was one of those, portable projectors hooked up to the game, and then he had his DSLR set up. So he'd take photos of the game, certain scenes, as it was projected onto this large wall, so that he could try and do photography as he would do in the field, which is, not taking a screen capture.
Yeah.
It's actually with your DSLR photographing life-size objects in front of you.
Yeah.
So he was projecting it life-size. So it was quite clever. He hated the experience. It's a great article to read. He says he just hated it. The whole thing, as he was creating more and more interesting photos out of it, he hated himself for doing it because he felt like he was promoting violent, desensitizing video game play, and that really the actual... Because he was saying some of it looked quite beautiful, and he was doing imagery which was evoking deliberate war photography, like some famous war photography he was drawing upon to do versions of it in the game through certain compositions. Absolutely artistic work. But again, he said that the whole experience of the violence of the game, the fact that you're in a dystopia, made him deeply, deeply unpleasant. This was not... obviously he's not a gamer to begin with.
Yeah.
But, fascinating that emergent gameplay.
I reckon he just wasn't very good at the game. I reckon that was his...
Yeah,
problem.
it's a skill issue.
Yeah.
Was my comment.
Exactly.
Skill issue. What else? I know we're starting to get to time, but the other really fun story to talk about was IGN have been reporting this. It's come up a couple of news sources. Headline, GTA 6, the US Army deal has already convinced at least 20 soldiers to re-enlist. Basically, the United States Army, this was at Fort Stewart, Georgia, offered soldiers a 4-day pass, because that's like a home pass, like a pass. You're not soldiering, you got a free pass to go outside. Yeah. Now, this 4-day pass was for them to be able to play GTA 6 at launch if they re-enlisted.
Oh, if they...
Yeah. If you re-enlist for something like 2 to 4 years... you can have a free 4-day pass to play GTA 6 when it launches. The Army has confirmed that at least 20 soldiers have already taken up the offer, committing to another 2 to 6 years of service and getting a getting a bonus 4-day pass to play GTA. Do you get GTA 6 free? I mean, that's not bad.
That would be pretty good.
So the incentive was offered to around 130 eligible soldiers. The reward is for 4 days off around GTA 6
Is
launch.
this one of those things where, like 1,000 soldiers, re-enlist to, go into the running, and then only 130 get it? Is that...
My understanding is it was offered to... they have... So this is only at one of the bases, I guess. Fort Stewart, Georgia base was running this. And within that base, there are 130 eligible officers that were coming up for deciding whether or not to renew their service or not. All those soldiers, 130, were offered this deal.
Right.
So it wasn't a bingo thing or whatever to say.
Right. Yeah, just a competition.
Yeah, it wasn't a competition. It was offered to all of them, and then 20 soldiers took it up immediately already, and there's another 2 months or whatever this will run for. I don't think you get the game for free, but you do get 4 days leave.
I feel like if you were there, right, and you were gonna come back anyway, you take the deal, but you don't have to play GTA, right? So you could just get a couple of days off. Well,
the little I'll put it up in the browser. The memorandums there saying the purpose of this is to establish a special re-enlistment incentive program to promote retention, boost morale, and reward the continued dedication of soldiers within the 9th Brigade Engineer Battalion. Any soldier who signs a re-enlistment contract between today's date and the launch of the game will be authorized with a special 4-day pass. This special pass is specifically designated to coincide with the highly anticipated release of the video game Grand Theft Auto 6. The exact dates of the you don't get the game, but you do get the days off.
You get the days off. Yep.
GTA 6 would be loving it. Again, marketing, right? I mean, this is just keeping it ticking over in the social media zeitgeist.
Zeitgeist?
Zeitgeist.
Yeah,
das ist und einen Zeitgeist.
Yeah. Okay.
Up there with the electronic flaneur
electronica. Oui.
Shout out to all our French and German listeners.
Je suis désolé.
So that's, the only other weird story was a few months ago, the UK government reportedly has been paying employees to play GTA Online with random people to understand their lived experience.
Yeah.
This was like what was it? This was the...
Seems a bit odd, that one.
I think, it was like a survey. So they wanted to get spending time with participants in video games they played regularly, experiencing the world and observing them in their in-game interactions. I mean, it seems pretty loose. I know the more interesting projects I've seen, like a few years ago before one of the Obama elections, they did polling in World of Warcraft, right?
Yeah.
Do the orcs vote Republic or Democrats, right? So they were looking at races and voting trends in the World of Warcraft space, which I thought was cute.
Do you remember what they were?
No. I mean, I could dig up the YouTube that was
I don't know.
doing it.
What do you think orcs would be?
It's difficult not to stereotype, isn't it? We were just talking about stereotyping.
Yeah, but I feel like people who do pick orcs, right? We're thinking what would the people who picked orcs pick?
Republicans, right?
Probably, right?
I mean, that would be the stereotype.
Yeah, because they're picking through the lens of being like, well, I'm an orc. So they're being stereotypical.
Well, yeah.
Probably.
And, I think the other interesting research project I came across on that similar space were people that were tracking vampire movies and zombie movies.
Oh, yeah.
And they were saying their studies indicated a broad trend where when a conservative power got into... the Conservative Party got into power in the US, so Republicans... there'd be more zombie movies starting to be released. And the idea being that this is representing the kind of annoyance of those people that had lost the election, and the sense that if you're supporting the Republican Party, you're a zombie, you're just not thinking, you're a sheep. It's a kind of concern around particularly as the Republican Party starts making more mistakes and the people are still supporting them, and the idea that they're all zombies. Anyway, that's the stereotype. Equally, the trend from this research project seems to suggest when Democrats, progressive, liberal governments are in power, more vampire movies start to get made.
Yeah.
And again, reflecting criticism of a government that's kind of draining the populace, that's doing too much wasteful spending on public support, that's kind of tamping down on individual rights, draining the blood out of the independent kind of, I just want to do my bunker system. I don't know who the conservatives are, but yeah, that it's a more Republican-associated stereotype, which is, again, a fun thought idea.
Yeah.
I don't think it's reflected in Australian popular culture in any way.
Probably not. No.
All right, well, we're at time. Thanks for listening. Listen in next week for more Media Mothership.
Goodbye.
We might do, a Dolly Parton thing.
Yeah.
What's happening on the radio show you're doing for Soundbite Sounds?
Save point sounds. I don't know. Is there a Dolly Parton game?
SMS in now.
Yeah, maybe. But if that exists, maybe we'll do that. Otherwise, I'm not sure yet. So.
I don't know. I mean, it's 9 to 5. The movie 9 to 5 is the one that's getting most.
True. 9 to 5, the game.
I don't think there was a video game spin-off.
I'm working 9 to 5.
Oh, you got all the songs. All right. Well, thanks for listening, everyone. Thanks for coming on to the show, Zeke. Thanks
My
for
pleasure.
all the comments. And keep listening to cool. What's her name? We'll be on at 5:30.
Jesus God. Kiri.
Tapestry.
Yeah, Kiz will be on at 5:30 for Tapestry.
Yeah.
For
back.
now, Edge Tunes.
Keep up to date on our socials at Edge Radio 993 FM.
Senior Blokes Singing starts at Rosny Library this September. It's a free, friendly group for senior blokes to enjoy music, have a laugh and make new connections. No singing experience is needed, just come along and have a go. It starts Friday, September 4th, 10am until 12pm. Book free on Try Booking or by